Yo, Bubble Ichu here, and I got something really depressing that I need to talk about. As most of you who watch this channel know, I am a massive Maisie fan, and I'm not just any Maisie fan, but I am one of the best players in the world on Maisie. We're talking like top 1,000, top 2,000. So when it was brought to my attention that Maisie got a secret nerf, and exactly what nerf she got that no one is talking about, it's heartbroken. Maisie has had a really rough last couple of months. Like, you literally cannot design a more anti-Maisie meta than the one that we've been in, like August, September, October. Some of the best brawlers are all some of Maisie's worst counters. Think Cord, think Charlie, think Kit, and now Maisie, and now Mina. Mina is literally anti-Maisie in everything that she does. Then, like, all of the top tanks and assassins, which are the two, like, types of brawlers that you bring in Maisie against, are all brawlers that can play into Maisie. Kit, Cord, Ollie, Kenji, just Lily. Like, all of those have ways to play into Maisie that stuff like Bull, stuff like Daryl wouldn't. And so, I was really happy when I saw the balance changes for November, saw that all of the anti-Maisie brawlers, except for Charlie, were getting nerfed, and Maisie was getting a small health buff. After doing some testing, I concluded what everyone guessed, and that the health buff literally does not matter. It does not put her over any significant thresholds, either with or without her shield gear, though it will come up in very, very, very rare occasions. I guess that's better than nothing. And then someone told me about the nerf. That it's not listed anywhere in the balance changes. You have to find this through testing. And legitimately, I think it brings Maisie down to F tier. There is no reason to play her now. And I will say, this nerf, slight spoiler, is only for her hypercharge. But it's the most skillful part of her hypercharge, which is like, of all the things to get secret nerfs, why that? And no, I'm not talking about the hypercharge rework. The hypercharge rework, though, was a small nerf to Maisie because Maisie really enjoyed dealing 3750 with her hyper super projectiles for main attack during the hypercharge. And the speed boost, which is the main part of the hypercharge, is not as impactful as the damage buff because Maisie uses her gadget as mobility during her super. The hyper super. However, I wish that was the only nerf that Maisie got to her hyper this update. And I'm almost happy, so I'm about to be able to show you. I'm gonna dive in so that I'm at full health, and I need to hit one more shot. But yeah, against Poké Mortis, I should have plenty of opportunities to use this and show you what it is. Thank you, Griffin, it's a foaming at the mouth. Did you see the 2604? That is Maisie's projectiles. Two of them hitting. Maisie's projectiles, which used to do 3750 when hitting an opponent with her hyper super projectiles, should be doing 3150. Now do 1302 because of a nerf. And this literally murders her. She is now F tier. This basically means you have to use an extra ammo on virtually anyone you hit with your hyper super. It is so bad that pre-update 1 hit would do almost as much damage as post-update 3 hits. Like that. I had to waste an extra shot on the Blitz and the Poké. It's utterly disgusting. And Maisie does not have burst damage in her hyper anymore. And thanks for showing. please spam Brawl Stars socials to fix the Maisie Ghost Wolf.
Thank you.
Yo, Editor Bob here, and for reference, I've added some clips where I needed the 30,000 damage off the Hyper Super Projectiles to make a actual good play. These are instances where dealing 1300 wouldn't have cut it, and the difference is night and day. I can be so much more mobile and aggressive with my Hyper because I know that I can deal just 8,000 damage in under a second. And I can still deal 6,000 now, but the difference between 8,000 and 6,000 is more than enough to bring Maisie from her current low C tier position to high F, actually probably more accurate to say low D tier. This example is particularly criminal. Just look at how many Hyper Super Projectiles I hit. That's 1 and 2. I get 2 kills off of the Hyper Super Projectiles. If those projectiles had done 2,000 less damage than they did, instead of a team wipe and a game-winning goal, I'd be looking at a failed Hyper. Compare it to the 2 Hypers in this video. In the first one, I die because I can't kill the Mortis fast enough. I hit the Mortis with 2 Hyper Super Projectiles, which would have been enough to almost kill the Mortis on its own in the previous update. In this clip, I have to play a lot slower with my Hyper because I don't have the ammo to team wipe, which I would have had in the previous update. I was looking forward to a meta where I could play Maisie into tanks like Doug and Draco, but that's just not gonna happen anymore because of these nerfs. Bubble Ichu, signing out.